Hello everyone, welcome to my channel USA 90 Day Fiance. Welcome to update new gossip. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs from 90 Day. The Last Resort recently lost their dog, Simba, and this sorrow could potentially harm their relationship. Brandon and Julia met through a mutual friend and fell in love. In 2020, they chose to marry in the United States, documenting their journey in 90 Day Fiancé Season 8. They encountered various challenges, but were able to resolve most of them by the end of the season. Although Julia wasn't thrilled with the continuous involvement of Brandon's parents, Betty and Ron Gibbs, she decided to trust their love and move forward. Julia and Brandon moved out of the family home shortly after getting married. This newfound independence strengthened their relationship. Over time, Julia also improved her relationship with her in-laws by giving them another chance. However, just as things were starting to improve, Julia faced a serious deportation scare. This situation caused a great deal of stress for her and put a strain on her marriage to Brandon. Recently, Julia and Brandon appeared in 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 to address their marital issues. Through therapy, they were able to reconcile and work through their challenges. Julia and Brandon have faced many challenges in the past 5 years, but the loss of their pet, Simba, was the most painful experience they have ever had. In early May, Julia shared the tragic news on her social media, posting photos of her dog Simba. She revealed that Simba had passed away after a long battle with his illness. In her post, Julia expressed her sorrow, saying, "Run on the rainbow, my boy. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me." She thanked Simba for being a good boy and declared, "My best beloved boy, you will always be in my heart. Thank you for being in my life." Health issues earlier this year, she shared several posts about her dogs, dedicating one of them to Simba. Julia wrote, "This week broke my heart into pieces. The doctors suggested putting Simba to sleep." She explained Simba had stopped eating and moving, adding, "We fed him every 2 hours with a syringe." Julia concluded her post by expressing hope, saying, "He is gaining strength, and we will do the second operation." Despite her optimism about Simba's recovery, it is even sadder to see that Simba didn't make it. Julia and Brandon have had Simba since they were married. The couple adopted him shortly after they appeared on 90 Day Fiancé Season 8. They kept him at Brandon's family farm, where there were other German shepherds owned by his parents. A few years ago, Julia revealed that one of the main reasons she chose to remain connected to Brandon's farm was her pet, Simba. She stated, "It's only one reason I go back to farm. It's my dog, Simba." Julia mentioned that she had tried bringing Simba to her apartment, but ultimately decided to keep him at the farm because it was better for him. Julia decided to keep Simba at the farm to maintain his healthy routine. She explained that when Simba was at home, she couldn't get much sleep, saying, "Him awake me like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for go out." Julia found it difficult to keep Simba at the farm and expressed her deep love for him, saying, "I can't explain how I love him." She also mentioned her love for Brandon, but noted that her love for Simba was different, comparing it to choosing between pizza and a burger, and adding, "I don't know what I love more." They appeared to be happy and were eager to start afresh. However, Simba's passing could have a major impact on Julia and Brandon's future. Losing such a central part of their relationship might affect their marriage, leading them to encounter unforeseen challenges. Divergent ways of grieving could also be one of the factors causing issues in Brandon and Julia's relationship. They may struggle to move on from the tragedy at the same pace, ultimately leading to their separation. During 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Julia agreed to seek medical assistance to help her conceive a baby with Brandon. However, she may not pursue this decision now that she has lost Simba. She may not feel like engaging in family planning for the near future as she grieves the loss of her dog. Suppressed grief and unspoken expectations could strain Julia and Brandon's marriage, leading to increased instability in their relationship. Simba was not just their pet, but also provided emotional support, which strengthened their bond. He played a significant role in them spending time together at the farm, nurturing their relationship. With Simba gone, Julia and Brandon no longer have a reason to visit the farm to spend quality time with each other or their families, leading to communication breakdowns and a decline in romance. The loss of Simba could cause irreparable damage to Julia and Brandon's marriage.